Welcome to my channel. Um, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering why I am going the soft-spoken route. You might even be wondering why I'm choosing to do this on a separate channel. And to be honest, it's just for my own sanity. It's what my brain told me to do. And I like to think that my brain told me to do this because gaming is very relaxing for me. And so I want to share my love of gaming with you all in a relaxing nature. Even if the game ends up being a piece of poop, like this one. You see, when Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was first revealed, I was very excited. I believed in the game. I believed in Rocksteady. They gave me one of the finest games of my teenage years, Batman Arkham Asylum. I thought it was going to be really cool. I'm not a huge Harley Quinn fan. I'm not a huge Captain Boomerang fan. I'm not a huge Deadshot fan, even after seeing Will Smith as him. But I do like the idea of these characters together. I like the idea of them having some type of combat prowess. King Shark is really cool. Deadshot is Deadshot. Harley Quinn is basically a gymnast. I like what Warner Brothers has done with them in the film department to some extent. I would love to see Ayer's director's cut. The James Gunn film is good. So, when the game was announced, I was like, yeah, this is we need this. And then we got the gameplay reveal, which a lot of you hated. Thumbs the video down, whatever. I thought it was fine. I was a big fan of high movement shooters like Doom Eternal, Titanfall 2, Wolfenstein 2 to some extent, but the mid-2010s Call of Duty Renaissance, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, that type of movement, I like that, and I like what it looked like Suicide Squad was going to be doing. I even liked that they delayed the game a year. I thought it was fine what they were going to do. They listened to you all. They said we're going to fine-tune this game. And I pre-ordered it. I knew that the reception was going to be negative. I mean, we had that infamous IGN preview where they pretty much like wrote off the game entirely. Wrote a very negative preview of it. And the aftermath of that was Rocksteady deciding not to send them a review code. I liked that. I thought that was, yeah, we don't owe you the code. And I noticed that a lot of people were playing this game when it came out. I saw it a lot on TikTok. And I wanted to be a part. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get Suicide Squad. I always knew I was going to play the game solo. I was fine with that. I play most of these types of games solo. I played Anthem solo. Knew I was going to main King Shark and Deadshot. And so at the first moment I could, I was leveling up Deadshot. And then I started leveling up King Shark. And then I realized that Captain Boomerang is really cool. And then I finally came around to Harley Quinn and I found my way with her. And then I started to earn more guns. And then I started to unlock the ability to craft higher rated guns. And then I started unlocking new afflictions for the guns. And I'm barely like a fourth of the way or a third of the way into all 3 skill trees per character. But the gameplay of Suicide Squad, to me, feels so rich. It's so fulfilling. It's like biting into a really good, like, corner piece of a brownie. Playing it, like moving, climbing up the wall into your, like, long distance traversal move, whatever that may be, whether it's Captain Boomerang throwing his boomerang and then teleporting to where the boomerang is, and then being able to do that again, or just Hulk jumping as King Shark, flying around in your jetpack as Deadshot. All of that stuff is really fun. It's amazing. It feels wonderful. And it makes you want to keep playing and playing and playing. And it's the perfect, like, First of all, there are two marriages happening. Uh, the first marriage is shooting and just like precision movement, acrobatic movement, like the marriage that happens between good shooting mechanics and good movement. Really good combat mechanics, but when those two things come together, it's amazing. It's chef's kiss. The other marriage is an open world sandbox with pockets of combat opportunities. I like to be able to move from mission to mission and there be little pockets of combat opportunities throughout, especially in games that require some amount of skill to do well at. This game requires you to do melee moves to recharge your shield. You have to shoot the enemy in the legs to trigger the ability to melee for shield recharge. You can always melee, but this particular triggering of the melee gives you shield recharge. Obviously, headshots are of great value and that sort of thing. And like some people, Deadshot's thing is going to be sniper rifles and assault rifles, and I got mine using a pistol. And then you got King Shark, who has a heavy machine gun and probably would use a shotgun. Captain Boomerang uses a shotgun and a sniper. And just figuring out the benefits of these. I mean, they're regular shooting game weapons, but it's the way they fit into Rocksteady's design of the combat for Suicide Squad. Everything just works. The enemies to me were diverse. Like there were different types that maybe didn't look so different aesthetically speaking, but you had to approach each of them differently because of certain attributes that they had or vulnerabilities that they had or didn't have and stuff like that. I really liked the game for that. It was really engaging for me. I'm saying all these wonderful things about Suicide Squad because I love the game and the whole situation is quite unfortunate to me. And it just got to a place where now I'm not able to progress. Apparently, as the story goes, today's February 26, 2024. Last week, around this time, they pushed out some sort of update, and that update is causing the bug that I'm experiencing right now. I have finished the first of what is called an incursion mission, and I won't spoil what that is, but essentially, there's obviously a cutscene that is supposed to trigger, which would trigger another mission. And when I go to the place that I'm being called to so that said cutscene can trigger, nothing happens. It's quite unfortunate. You ever been so ready to play a game? See, this is the thing. I was completely locked in to Suicide Squad's gameplay loop. I accepted what it was as a video game. It was an 8 out of 10 for me. But I'm just done with the whole model. Like, I see why everyone was crying and screaming and wailing and gnashing their teeth over it being a live service game. I remember in the late 2000s, early 2010s, like when I really became a gamer as a preteen going into my teenage years, and just the abundance and plethora of single player experiences, story mode games that had amazing deep gameplay, that had production value, that had replay value. It's like we don't live in that world anymore. And I'm playing on Xbox, so I'm not able to experience a lot of the fantastic first party offerings that PlayStation 5 has. So I just yearn for a good multi-platform title built from the ground up for next gen. We're just now getting around to games that were made for the Series X and PS5, Suicide Squad being one of them. I ended up going back to Armored Core 6, which is a game I should have completed in the first place. So yeah, you guys don't have to buy Suicide Squad. It's wait for a sale. It'll be good in 7 months. Thanks for watching though. Please like and subscribe. This is something new. It's just gonna be a safe space for me to figure myself out gaming wise. So thank you guys for being here. Tell me what games you're playing. Recommend some games for me. I'm working on getting a PC, so let me know what y'all are playing. Y'all be easy.